calling the Community Council meeting for February to order. It will be exceedingly brief. We will have our invocation by Sherry Holloway, pledge, the minutes of the last meeting, and a treasurer's report, and then it is turned over strictly to meet the candidates. And with that, Sherry, would you please?
Father, we thank you so much for today. Thank you for this beautiful place where we live. Thank you for these people that have joined together this morning to do your work here on earth. Lord, we just praise you and ask that you in control. And I pray, Father, for the candidates this morning, that you'll give them clarity of mind and ease of speaking, Father, that this might be a really good meeting, that we'll all come together and be closer together for having been here. Thank you for your presence. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
These are the minutes from the January 14th meeting of the Community Council. Our Vice President, Judy Winchell, called the meeting to order in the absence of Tina. There were 41 members attending, with one Fort Park Springs board member, Steve Giblin, present. The invocation was given by Sherry Holloway, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Judy asked for a moment of silence to think about Tina and Bob during this trying time. The December 10th, 2011 minutes were published in the January 10th, 2012 Kinney County Post, where everyone could read them so they weren't read at the meeting. The treasurer's report was given as follows. Beginning balance of $3,536.20 with deposits of $425 from the tamale sale and 15 cents interest. Bills were paid, $85.38 for Cavalry Brigade food, and the CP&L electric bill of $145.72, giving a balance of $3,730.25. There is an outstanding check of $49.50 for bingo supplies, giving an ending balance of $3,680.75. Old business. I'm going to sit down. Norma Rowland reported for the nominating committee. Tina Hernandez will stay on as president. Steve Giblin is nominated to be second vice president. Diane Daniels will stay on as treasurer. No one volunteered to be nominated for secretary. Shirley Hatzel motioned to accept the nominations. Discussion. Sherry White said that the second vice president is to be the bingo chairman and that they have to take a 4-hour test and pass it for the state, and that this chairman has to be an officer. After hearing this, Steve Giblin withdrew his name for second vice president. Sherry White has already passed the test, so she volunteered to be our second vice president. Shirley Hatzel amended her motion to replace Steve Giblin and Sherry White as second vice president. Norma Rowland made a second, carried. Judy said that the nominating committee will continue to seek a volunteer for the position of secretary, as Georgia Martin will not run again. Also, Sherry stated that the secretary should have a Texas driver's license. Electric bill. Judy said it has gone down some. Ron Stewart had not resolved the issue of whether or not the apartment was included with our bill before he resigned. Lee will continue to look into this matter. We are on CP&L, who reduced their rates 17% this past year, so the bill shouldn't be getting higher. Also, Judy reported that our treasurer received a bill for a past due rent on Shafter Hall. Judy will inform the administration office of the agreement with the FCS Board of Directors that began in October 2011 for us to receive a $1,500 credit or 20 months rent-free. Fort Clark Days. Sue Martin reported that their next meeting will be January 23rd at 6 o'clock at Shafter Hall. In February, they will start to have meetings every Monday. On February 14th, they will have a Valentine dinner at 6:30 at the Service Club. The cost will be $40 per couple with a limit of 50 couples. It will be an all-inclusive dinner with dessert. Also, they will have a renewal ceremony if you wish to renew your vows. Also, a photographer will take pictures at your expense. with many other things to make it a romantic evening to enjoy. Darlene Sandwick will again chair the chili cook-off on January 30th at the RV Park at noon. They will need people to furnish cornbread. If you wish to be in the contest, please contact Darlene with the phone number. And the New Year dance brought in $453 with 62 people attending. Railing on steps. Lee reported that it has been extended. When the weather warms up, the deck needs to be painted, and that will complete the work on Chapter Hall. New business. Our February meeting will be February 11th with a Meet the Candidates forum. Reports and announcements. Golf clubs. Helena reported on the compost program. New bins have been built, and the Fort Clark Springs maintenance will continue to pick up your yard clippings and leaves as usual and take them to the compost area. There is a sheet on the sign-in table you can pick up to explain this program. Birders. Louisa Stone thanked all who supported and helped with this project of building a bird blind at the Fort Clark Springs water treatment plant. See the article in the January 10th issue of the Kinney County Post about this project. The blind is locked, so if you wish to view it, call Louisa to make an appointment for someone to take you out to see it. The club meets on the second Tuesday of the month at 4:30 in the Adult Center. All the other Tuesdays they do bird walks on the fort. Cavalry Brigade. Lee reported they are still working on doing inventory of the buildings. They have started on Dickman Hall downstairs. Lee reported that the building is in bad shape. If you wish to help, they meet on the first Saturday of the month at 9 o'clock. The Winchells furnish the meal on the 7th. Building restoration. Lee reported that there will be a question on the ballot again this year about taking some money from the impound fund and putting it in the building restoration fund. He thought also that the restoration should not just be confined to the exterior of the buildings, but also the interior of them. Dickman Hall would be an example of a building that needs interior restoration. Garden Club. Jan Swarm reported they had a speaker from the Ag Department from Uvalde who gave a presentation at their December meeting. If you have anyone from the Ag Department give a presentation, it now costs $10 for each speaker. Also noted that it will cost each child $25 a year to belong to 4-H. In March, they will visit the nursery on Getty in Uvalde with a luncheon presentation. Their next meeting is February 19th. Old Quarry. Charlene Simmons stated they were finalizing plans for their dinner theater on February 3rd and 4th. Cost will be $25 per person, and they will have a mystery theater. Recycling. Lee reported that the volume continues to grow. Another shipment will be ready to go next week. They can always use more volunteers. Recreation. Sherry Holloway reported that the December potluck was attended by 100 people. The next potluck will be January 16th. On February 11th, there will be a poker run with hot dogs at the golf club. Ceramics and Bible study. Sherry Holloway reported that ceramics meet on Thursday at the Adult Center, and they have all the supplies you would need to make an item. Bible study meets on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. at the RV Park. RV Park. Shirley Hadsel reported that they had 84 for breakfast this morning. The cost is $3.50. On Mondays, they have wood carvers at 9, and weather permitting, washers at 3. Tuesdays is potluck, Wednesdays Bible study, and Saturday is breakfast from 7 to 9. Fort Clark Springs Arts. Patricia Boaz invited everyone to visit the art gallery. They are open all day, every Saturday and Sunday. Membership is $20. Announcements. Jan Metcalf announced that the Kinney County Livestock Show is going on now with a noon barbecue lunch today. She asked if we were going to donate to it again this year. Jan Swarm motion we donate $300 to it, with Lee Winchell making a second. Carried. Charlene Simmons announced that there will be a Seminole woman speaking at the Fort Clark Historical Society meeting on January 28th. Also that today at noon, a program at Seminole Canyon. Shirley Hadsel motion to adjourn, with Nancy Stone making the second. Carried. Respectfully submitted, Georgia Martin, Secretary.
Treasurer's report.
Treasurer's report will be given next month.
Will someone make a motion to accept the minutes and the treasurer's report as presented?
I make a motion that we accept the minutes as read and the lack of.
Second. All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. At this time, we'll turn the meeting over to Diane Daniels and begin our Meet the Candidates meeting.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to start by welcoming our candidates